Yay!
Okay, so we're recording the Social 7 podcast, and we have our special guest here, Michelle, with Top Hat Creative Marketing. So anyway, today we are talking about, I already just spaced it.
That's okay. We could start the recording and then we can go
Yeah, well, I was just trying to tell the Periscopers.
Oh, yes.
But it might be good for me to know what we're going to talk about before we start talking about it.
Do you know how people are seeing and finding you in Google?
There you go.
Scary thought.
Yes.
It is a scary thought. All right.
We're going to walk you through that.
Yeah. Okay.
So we're going to start the podcast.
Okay.
Sorry, you can't,
You can go.
Scooch in.
can't see Holly very well.
That's okay. Oh my god.
Okay.
Oh my god. I got the light. Here, let me do this.
There we go.
Oh, no, I'm turning.
That's my
It's okay. We've been dealing with this all afternoon.
Let me hit your elbow. Okay, you ready?
Yes.
You starting this time?
Okay.
Okay. Hoglan.
Hoglan. Hi, and welcome to the Social 7. This is Erin Sell with Socially Powered. Sorry, just kidding.
We gotta do this again. All right.
Hello, and welcome to the Social 7. This is Erin Sell with Socially Powered, and I'm here with Holly Clear of the Social Media Advisor. And we have a fabulous special guest joining us today. Woohoo!
Michelle Hoglan of Top Hat Creative Marketing. Oh my gosh, sister.
Yes.
I love the work you do. And, you know, the last time we got to visit on talking about online presence and everything else, I could probably listen to you talk about your passion all day long. But today we're going to be talking about, do you know how people see you and find you on Google? And it's really frightening.
It is. I mean, I really cannot stress enough how important it is to search yourself and the name of your business on a consistent basis.
Yes.
I even go so far as to coach my clients to do leave themselves tips on their calendar so that it reminds them to go in and search.
That's a great idea.
When you're first looking, because you would be amazed at where all you show up. And it's not anything that you've put on there. Once you've created a Google profile, which is created automatically if you have any sort of Gmail,
right?
Or you just kind of start showing up on Facebook and things like that. Sometimes that takes time, but the Google profile really starts pushing and starts having you appear in certain ways. And it's so important to go in and see what is online in regards to your company information. Your information. I had a client that had no idea a speech she gave years ago was still showing up, and it was on page 5.
Wow.
So do not stop at page 1, page 2, or page 3. Keep going. Go as far back as you possibly can until you don't see yourself on a page. That's as far back as you go. And it could be 10 pages.
Well, and isn't it true that credit card companies were selling your contact information to websites?
At one point they were. I believe that has now stopped because that was pretty ugly. But I think, you know, any sort of conversation that you have, and the funny thing is that I searched myself the other day for a class that I was teaching, and I had 2 people pop up under the picture section. It was all me, and then it was 2 other people, and 2 of them were people that I had been conversing with through LinkedIn, through Instagram, or through Facebook. So it is amazing what all can get picked up. And again, if you have, I'll just use for example, if you have more of a common name, if you know your last name is Smith or your last name is Jones, something like that, and you're trying to get people to find you through your business and through your personal pages, I'm loving all the hearts.
We're periscoping.
Oh my gosh,
so
this is
everybody
fantastic. It's crucial to go in and make sure that your information is correct, so that there's a correct phone number, correct website, things like that. Again, once you start building a presence on Google, it kind of takes a life of its own, and then starts building from
Good
there.
to know.
So you can start appearing on other sites that you had no idea you were on, and you could have the wrong phone number. If suite is spelled out on one site and then STE on another, then all of that starts banging heads and it starts diminishing your appearance on Google. So it's hugely important to go through and check your listings and check how you're.
And you help people with fixing that.
Yes,
because
yes, we
it's
do.
not an easy It's not an easy task.
It isn't. And it has to be something that is done consistently. Because, again, for every 150 sites that are out there right now, there's another 150 sites coming. So, and you can just start appearing on all of this. And it's not necessarily, just limited to for doctors' health grades or, for builders and decorators' house, things like that. There are so many different ways that you can start appearing.
And one of the things that I like to talk to people about as well with the little bit of reputation management, we do a different aspect of marketing online, but with that, you should have your social pages come up above all of that other stuff. And so if you're building those social pages, you've got your LinkedIn, you've got your Google+, you've got your Facebook, that's going to show up higher above those other things. And then you go through the process of cleaning that up as well.
Yes.
So that way you're only found in the places where you really want to be. But you have to maintain it. So you would say how frequently?
When I first start working with a client, I recommend weekly. Just to go in, once a week, go in and just see what's appearing. And then we can figure out where the information is incorrect. We can go in and correct that for them because it is time consuming. And with anything online, it's not something that happens overnight.
No.
You can go in and make those corrections, and sometimes it can take 6 to 8 months before they really start showing up.
Wow.
So it is a time consuming, dedicated process that you have to be consistent with to get in there and make sure that you're appearing correctly online.
Well, I'm so grateful there's businesses like yours out there because I wouldn't want to wear that hat as well. When you talk about top hat creative marketing, that's a beast in of itself, and you have to have an expertise in that. I love power partnering with other people who do social media and online marketing because I can take in aspects of what the client needs and be able to refer them to a specialist.
Yes.
I might not be a good fit for one component, but somebody else might be.
Exactly.
So this is so fun. Okay.
Yeah.
So what is like one or two tips that you could give the audience that would focus on ways to better handle, obviously searching for themselves online, but what are different ways that we could handle what's out there about us?
Well, I think a consistent posting would be number one.
Like status updates, right?
Status updates, things like that will really help you in how you show up on Google. Eventually, everybody wants what we call a blended search, so that when they pull you up, they're seeing the description of your business, they're seeing the reviews, they're seeing the Google Plus page, the Facebook page, and all of that, and you are right there.
Right.
And does it matter where those reviews are coming from? Is Google or Google Plus?
Your goal is to get the 5 stars on Google first.
Okay.
That is number one top priority, and then from there, then you can start focusing on Yelp, Facebook, things like that.
Good to know.
Definitely.
This is great information.
Yeah. Yes.
So what is the one thing you would recommend that someone do right this second as they're listening to this podcast? Just type in their name and search.
Type in your name in Google and start searching.
What do you feel about Google alerts? Do you like that?
I do like Google alerts. I think they're important because you never know when just like somebody can hack your identity,
right.
Go in and start using things. Someone can go in and really start messing with your Google page. So keep having those Google alerts and being aware as to who's looking at you, what's happening, who's maybe leaving a review is very important, and it can help you keep up with things.
So just one other question before we're almost out of time. Does it matter if you do it from the same browser, or do you need to go like incognito to search for your name?
Incognito would be huge. If you do it from your browser, you're not going to get as much as, say, go to a friend's laptop. Look on their iPad or something like that, just so you're getting an outside view with another pair of eyes, so to speak.
That's great information.
That
great
is excellent
tips.
Question. Yeah. Excellent question.
Oh my gosh, this is so wonderful. Thank you so much, Michelle.
Yeah, thanks for being here,
ladies.
Michelle.
I appreciate it.
Join us every Sunday at 7 for social media and online marketing tips. It's Social 7. Thanks for being our guest
Thanks
today.
for being on. Thanks for listening, guys.
Cheers.
Bye.
Bye. Bye, Periscope.